Well, I'm the president, founder, and sole employee of Golden Domus Research. I'm an independent industry analyst and research writer, speaker. So I conduct supply chain workshops for companies, speak at events. I just chaired Telematics Detroit this week, and speak frequently at events, represent the Supply Chain Council at various meetings, helping people to understand and implement SCORE, and in particular its implications to risk management. So, I basically leverage my supply chain expertise to help companies manage not only risk in their supply chain environment, but also to achieve operations excellence. Clearly, risk is becoming a much larger issue than it has been in the past. Traditionally, risk was more associated with natural disasters such as hurricanes, snowstorms, thunderstorms, things of that nature. Over the past, let's say, past 5 years in particular, risk is coming from quality and regulatory issues in terms of compliance to both environmental, legislative, and security requirements. Risk is also becoming more intense relative to security threats. There was more than $6 billion in cargo theft in the U.S. alone this past year. The regulations relative to, or the compliance issues relative to homeland security and new transportation and information reporting legislation is a risk. So it's wouldn't surprise me to see some supply chain managers getting law degrees in the near future. So companies have to really take a multifaceted approach to their security. They have to look at the physical, they have to look at the regulatory, they have to look at the environmental, and they have to look at the technical, because risks in the form of viruses, security breaches, and threats to the information systems are it can be almost as costly as risks to the physical supply chain infrastructure. Well, I think the most important thing is that supply chain managers have to approach risk management methodically. They have to be very organized in how they categorize different threats to their supply chain. As I mentioned, there are multiple categories of risk, and I would strongly urge most companies to utilize the resources that are available in the market from organizations like the Supply Chain Council, which has built supply chain risk into its supply chain operations reference model, SCORE. Tap into the resources such as are offered by APICS and by the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals that are more individual focused than the Supply Chain Council, which is a company-based trade association. So, the capability to utilize and leverage outside resources can accelerate a company's risk management strategy and also provide a process basis for evaluating that risk.
Logitech.